So that's the song Rasputin by Boney M. So Toastmaster Rajarao here is going to provide his speech from the Pathway Engaging Humor, which is a milestone speech, and the project is Reflect on Your Path. I call upon his evaluator, his evaluator, Toastmaster Dini Nouris, to read out the objectives of his speech.
Okay, Toastmasters of the day. So today I will be evaluating Toastmasters Rajurao on engaging humor level 5 on Reflect on Your Path project. Basically, the purpose of this project is for the member to reflect on his growth during the completion of an entire path, and for the member to share some aspect of his or during the completion of a path. So the speech may be persuasive, humorous, informational, or crafted in any style that appeals to the member and supports the speech content. So back to you. Oh yeah, the speech length is 10 to 12 minutes. Back to you, our TMOD.
Am I humorous? Am I humorous? Toastmaster Rajarao.
Yeah. Yeah, before I start, Toastmaster Bharati, it's 10 to 12 minutes, okay? Timing, can you hear me? Am I
Yeah,
audible?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, fine, good. So we can start the timer, good. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. This speech has been an important one for me, and you'd be possibly be amused by the title, Am I Humorous? Am I humorous in the last speech of the engaging humor path? What's going on? Incidentally, I don't know whether you remember, this was also the title of my first speech. So what does it mean? I am still on square one. I started with Am I humorous? I'm still on Am I humorous? But then for those who have done pathways, you realize that you always have an evaluation before and after. For every speech, we do that, right? So my evaluation for Am I humorous was just 2 out of 5. In fact, 1.5, but because there's no 1.5, I made it 2. I am happy to tell you that now my post evaluation is not 4 or 5, but 3. I still have a long way to go to reach at least 4, because I don't think I'll get to the 5 part. But if I go to 4, I'm happy. So that's the reason why it's Am I Humorous, the title of the speech. I'm going to recount a little bit about my journey on what I did, what are the challenges I faced, and what I learned from it in the entire path. Now, just for information, I just took this path because I had to take another path, and then this was a new path available, and literally just for kicks I did it. I didn't know what I was doing because I knew I'm not a humorous guy. Because if somebody from my family told me I'm humorous, they would laugh at me. What? You? Humorous? Never. So I knew that. But then I said, okay, let's see what happens. And I went on. Level 1, I did the icebreaker. Am I humorous? And then went on to evaluation feedback, which I spoke about my trip to the US. And then the third one was research and presenting, which was on the comic strip Asterix. So one of the things that I was trying to do in that path, right from the beginning, was give every speech in a humorous way. Okay, and that's the reason even research and presenting, I said, let's make it humorous. Let me see whether I can put some humor. And that's one of the first lessons I learned. The comic strip Asterix, which I thought everybody knew about it, because it's a very famous and very common strip and very popular comic strip during my childhood, at least. And I thought, and I have seen my nephews and nieces also reading it a couple of times. So I thought, yeah, everybody knows about it. And to my surprise, nobody knew about it in the club. So what does it show? You got to look at the audience. Just so happened that that strip, that thing didn't work out well. Of course, there was some humor in that, but not the kind of humor that I look forward to. So the first lesson I learned is when you look at humor, you got to look at the audience. And then I went to level 2, and I was realizing that how do I make this speech, all speeches humorous? Then I realized that's not possible. So I took advantage of the electives that are available in Toastmaster system, where they say you don't have to do exactly the way your path is, but you can do something else. That's how I finished Introduction to Mentoring, which was about seeking your mentor. And then Know Your Sense of Humor was a humorous topic, believe it or not, which was on the subject of doppelganger, of me being a doppelganger, and connect with your audience. It was on a topic of covers and unplugged. Many of you would have remember that. It's one with the songs I played. Okay, so I managed to cover level 2 somehow, and then I was mortifully or dreadfully scared of going to the third level. I postponed it a couple of times and kept on doing something else, because the third one was really supposed to be a humorous speech. I mean, I could just no longer tamper with the things. It was engage your audience with humor. And that's again, I tried for about the trip to the US, which was my first evaluation feedback. I modified that and talked about the trip to the US. And somehow I managed to deliver that. And at the level 4 part, here also I had an opportunity to, in the level 3, I had opportunity to do a project on understanding vocal variety, which was done just now by Vijay Rangan. Toastmaster Vijay Rangan is the same project, and I did that, and I understood the value of vocal variety a lot, and that is why at that stage itself I said I must do it, and I've taken this as one of my goals in for the path. One of the goals that I should achieve is at least give 3 or 4 speeches on body language and voice modulation. So I've done one only, and still have 3-4 left to do in that. So that's the importance that we give for voice modulation in humorous speeches. But the most important thing I learned from Pathways is very significant, was at level 4, where there was a unique speech available, where you have to give an impromptu speech based on a topic picked by somebody else, like a table topic. Okay, a very interesting speech. I have done this twice, once at Alphabet Toastmasters Club and also in our club. Twice I've done it. Somebody picks up a topic and you have to give an impromptu speech. That is where I learned that if you're not humorous naturally, you can still be humorous. And because I learned something from that, would you believe it? I got the first runner-up prize in the club contest. Okay, just because of that. I used the same technique, and without knowing anything, I got the second, which I would never dream of in my life. So that is what I learned, that if you are not humorous, you can do something with some tips and tricks like this and somehow make it. So that's a very significant point for me to understand, that you could be humorous provided you know how to do it. That is at level 4. And the level 5 was, of course, a speech, keynote type of speech, which I did for over 20 minutes, which was on the name, which you remember just very recently I talked about. Okay, so to summarize, it's been an enjoyable experience. Okay, but I will just summarize the thing in a few points. Let me say the learnings and what we can all learn from it, and what we can do about it. The first thing is that in the pathway system, in engaging humor, you don't have to do all the projects in a humorous fashion. At least 50% of the projects are electives, which it can be done in the normal way. You don't have to try to squeeze in the humorous part, which is what I tried in that research and presenting project. It didn't happen. I was trying to squeeze in. You can't squeeze in humor where it cannot happen. Okay, so that is one learning which you can all adopt. Those who have taken the path of engaging humor, that whatever there are a lot of humorous speeches in that. 50% of them are. Take those as humorous speeches. Other ones need not be humorous. You do it, give justice to the way it's supposed to be. Second is the importance of audience perception. Audience is the king. You have to understand the audience. I have found that many times I thought it is humorous, but audience will think otherwise. Okay, audience is very critical. I want to take a leaf from the analysis done by Bharadwaj Rangan on the movie Drishyam 2. 4 states, all southern states, have different way of doing things, different dialogues, and he explained it so well. The same movie done 4 different ways, and all southern states: Malayalam, in Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. 4 states, all different, because they're all different. They're not the same. So that's what we have to understand from the audience. Even humor, you have to take the audience into account a lot. Understand the audience. Sometimes it clicks, sometimes it will not click at all. That is second point. Okay, that is a very important thing. Third is keep doing speeches number of times. Don't do it once. Repeat it as many times as you can. You repeat it. I've seen myself that when I repeat the speech, I improve. And I've done that as a practice for many speeches, not just the humorous one. Others also, I repeat the speech. Wherever I get a chance to speak, I just go and say, because the script is ready, so all I have to do is to do it again. So I do it again. And when I do it again and again, I find that is much better off. Okay. So repeat the speech. And even if you're not humorous, you don't think you have humor, okay, try it. That's why I think the path is called engaging humor. It doesn't make you a specialist. Doesn't make you fit enough to be a stand-up comedian. Okay, but we don't want to be a stand-up comedian, right? We want to inject a little bit of humor in our speeches so that the message gets across. That's precisely what it will do, and therefore, try it out. Try the path. What it's worth it. And of course, the last one is the part of the last and the, 2 more things. One is, of course, the point I understood about the tips and tricks. There are a lot of tricks involved in how do I do a humorous speech. It's a method involved, not necessarily that you have to be a humorous guy. You can bring in humor by remembering the right things, preparing yourself, all that kind of stuff. There's some tricks there, and you can learn those tricks not only from the Toastmaster system, but also from others who are actually humorous speakers. And the importance of voice modulation. Practice a speech without showing your face. I did that once. And then find out whether the speech is humorous. Don't show your face, just on the voice. It should be humorous, right? We can do that in the online medium, right? I did one, and then if the answer I got was, you were not humorous. so I come to know, when you come to know that how important the voice modulation part is, that, and that's where you have to practice. So these are all the 4 or 5 points that I feel that we can all learn. I learned it in the path, and that's my learning. And hopefully I will be able to practice this more and more, and give some better speeches, which has got more meaning. Over to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raju Rao. So, if you're okay in offline, I would like to take the feedback of what all tricks you can do to become more humorous. I would like to know that, and I'm interested as well.
Yes, of course.
And I would also like to know, how did you win? Get the second runner-up. I mean, the first runner-up. Sorry, first runner-up as well. I'm curious.
First runner-up is only by using the trick.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I would also like try using the trick, and let's see what comes.
Yeah,
and
sure.
And going forward, I'll try to practice without the video, and listen to myself, so we know that, so I get to know whether I'm humorous.
Yeah.
And moving forward to our a special segment of our meeting is our education session. Our education session by our immediate past president, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar. So Toastmaster Vijay Kumar is a technology delivery lead who's working at Standard Chartered Bank. So he's privileged to be a member of our club and also a Toastmasters for a long period. And we are privileged to have you as the immediate past president. He's giving his education session from the Better Speaker series. So I would, before I call upon his evaluator, I would play his favorite song.
Ina mina rika, dai manika, maka naka naka, chica pica rica. Ina mina rika rika, dai dai manika, moka 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 naka, chica pica.